If you're new to my channel, my name is Rahul and I help skinny guys build a strong, muscular and aesthetic physique. And in this video, I'm gonna give you some simple tips that you can implement right away in your daily routine that can help you build up more muscle mass. So let's get into this. Number 1. Ego lifting a little bit is good. You've probably heard from all of the trainers, all of the bodybuilders and everyone, even on the internet as well, that you have to lift in the proper form and you don't even have to lift like heavier weights in order to build up more muscle mass. Like you can build up muscle mass with using some lighter weights as well. But I'm telling you, this is not actually true. Every other big guy that you see in the gym has gotten bigger because he has lifted heavier weights. And for me personally, I like lifting heavy weights and I like to ego lift as well. Not to the point like I'm breaking my form and I'm lifting like this, but where I have full control on the range of motion and I'm going hard and I'm ego lifting in the last few repetitions of my set, where my form break a little bit as well, but I'm going to the failure anyway. And this is the advice which not many people will tell you to do, but I'm telling you this works all the time. And even when I was like a beginner, within the first few months of my training, I have like maxed up the leg press machine when I was like 16 years old, and on that machine there was like 150 kilograms of weight, and I've maxed all of that weight and I was doing that exercise for reps. And of course, like I was not doing it with the proper form at that time, but I've learned so many things after years and years of training. And ego lifting will give you so much faster results than doing science-based lifting and not going to the failure and stopping until you not break the form and leaving 2-3 reps or 5 reps in the tank. And of course, you have to be careful how much you are ego lifting. Like I don't want you to like go to the gym and shout and using too much momentum on the bicep curls and like shouting and everyone is watching you and everything. But you have to be little bit mindful and like intelligent enough, like how much you are ego lifting. Are you controlling the form as well? Are you controlling the eccentric part as well or not? Number 2 is warm up only enough to perform well, not until you're tired. So everyone has their different like warm up routine, and I personally do my stretching routine in the beginning of my workout as well for 5 to 10 minutes. But I'm not going to the point like I'm doing 100 push-ups, 100 jumping squats or anything. If I'm going to do my push workout today, I'm gonna do only 20 push-ups and some stretches and warm up my shoulders and rotator cuffs and everything, so that I'm getting ready to go heavy on that incline dumbbell bench press. And it also depends how much heavy your working set will be. Like for me personally, if I'm going to lift 40 kilograms of dumbbell, I'm gonna do only 1 or 2 warm-up sets after my stretching routine, where I'm not going to the point like I'm doing 15 or 20 reps with like 20 kilograms or 30 kilograms. First, I'm gonna have an idea how much reps I'm gonna do with 40 kilograms. Like if I'm gonna do like 8 reps with 40 kilograms, I'm warming up with the 20s or 30s, imagining how my working sets would be. And that's what powerlifters do as well. They warm up imagining how their top set would be. And that's why I prefer doing my heavier working sets in the beginning of my workout, which is the opposite of exactly most people do. Most people go to the gym and do like 3 sets of 12, and they do lighter weights in the first set and then medium weight and then heavier weight. But I do exactly opposite of that. I go with the heavier set first and then medium set. That's it. I do only 2 sets of incline dumbbell chest press, but I take maybe like 1 or 2 warmer sets before that, imagining my top working set. So yeah, just warm up to get ready for the working set, not to get tired. Number 3, try heavier weights even if you're scared. There has been so many times when I'm plateaued in my strength in my exercises, like in the squats and the bench press, weighted pull-ups and everything, just because I was scared to do a jump, and mostly because I was scared to fail in front of everyone. And I'm telling you, if you don't go heavy, you're not gonna build up muscle mass unless you're taking some steroids or anabolics or something. But this is for us natural guys. You have to go heavy so that you're giving your body a reason to grow up more muscle and to lift up more heavier weights. Think about it like this. If you're lifting 20 kilograms on the bench press right now, and after 10 years from now, if you keep lifting 20 kilograms, would your chest become bigger? Absolutely not, right? Because you're lifting the same weights throughout the years and years. But if you go from lifting 20 kilograms to maybe 120, 140 kilograms on that bench press, your body has to produce more muscle mass in your chest area, your shoulders, in order to go from lifting 20 to 120, 140 kilograms. So you have to get out of that comfort zone and and lift the heavy weights even if you're scared of lifting, even if you're scared of failing in front of everyone. And by the way, you don't have to do that if you plan to be skinny for the rest of your life. This is for us guys who actually wanted to build up more muscle mass and build an attractive and aesthetic physique. So next time you go to the gym, just try heavy weights. Don't even go and do like a little 2.5 kilograms of jump. Just try to go from 20 to 25. Just jump a little higher, maybe 5 kilograms or 10 kilograms. And sometimes you would be so surprised to see that your body can actually lift up heavy weights even without any support if you actually try to go heavier. And even if you fail at that lift, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to think about like, oh, what that guy would think about me or anything. After a few months from now, if you keep lifting heavier weights, he would be asking you some question like what exercise you do. Number 4, don't listen to fat gym trainers. There has been times like when I'm going to the gym and I keep going to the different gym in my city, and I like to lift heavy, right? To the point where people are actually like looking at me, staring at me like this guy is maxing all of that machines. But sometimes when I'm going like hard in the last like few reps of my set, some trainers really come up to me and they have been telling me like your form is actually not too good, you are using some momentum, you're not controlling the eccentric or anything. And I don't even say anything, like I say like thank you so much, but in the back of my mind I just think that this guy is smaller than me, this has like smaller biceps than me, and also he's fat, he doesn't have a 6 abs like me, I'm jacked, muscular, and he's not. Why should I listen to him? He's probably been lifting the same weights from the last 5 years and eating junk food here and there, and not even disciplined and dedicated enough to be the master of his own field. So why should I listen to him? And this might not be same for you. Your gym trainer actually has a good physique and you have to actually listen to him. Like if he's telling you that your form is not good, but for me personally in my city, whatever gym I'm going to, I'm actually better looking and I'm more muscular than most of the gym trainers. So I'm not gonna listen to them even if I'm like ego lifting or lifting with a wrong form or anything. I'm not gonna fall into their propaganda of let's just lift like cute little 15-20 kilograms of like dumbbells on the bench press and don't go heavier on that. Just do 15 reps or 20 reps with that. Don't even go heavier. Those weights are not for you. Those weights are just for showing off and nobody really use that. No, I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm here to max out all of that machines and max out all of the dumbbells and lift up the most heavier dumbbell here because it feels good for me. Number 5, 2 heavy sets is better than 3 sets of 12. Through the last 8 years of my lifting experience, I have tried low volume workout, high volume workout, and low volume means where I'm doing only 2 sets per exercise, and high volume means where I'm doing like 3 or 4 sets per exercise and I'm giving 6 to 10 sets for every single muscle group. But let me tell you what you have to actually do. If you're a complete beginner and if you don't even have any muscle mass, just go and do more volume, 3 sets or 4 sets and maybe like 6, 8 or 10 sets per muscle group. But if you have built a good amount of muscle mass but you're not like jacked or anything, 2 sets are actually good for you. For me personally, I only do 2 exercises for my chest muscle, which is incline dumbbell chest press and Smith machine incline press, and I'm doing only 2 sets of each of those exercises. And this personally works for me because I've already built a good amount of muscle mass in my chest area, so my chest doesn't need more volume. What I need is more progressive overload and lifting up more heavier weights in only like 8 to 10 rep range. For you, if you are a beginner and if you don't have any muscle mass, after doing 1 or 2 sets, your body can actually recover faster because you don't even have much amount of muscle mass, so you can recover faster. But when I'm training hard in only 1 set, I need more recovery time, and when I've got to the point when I've done the second set to the failure as well, I don't need much more volume after that. So yeah, if you're a complete beginner, just do 3 sets for every exercise. But if you're an intermediate, like maybe you're going to the gym for good like 1 or 2 years, 2 sets is actually good for you. Number 6, compare yourself to your goal physique. I always wanted to build an aesthetic physique and I was not like really going to the gym just for my fitness or just for my health or anything. I was going to the gym just to build an attractive physique. And when I was 16 years old, I always have picture in my mind that I wanted to build a physique like this, where I'm having like abs and I have this V-taper physique and I'm lean and attractive, and I was always chasing that goal. And because I have that picture in my mind, I just automatically happen to see the weakness in my body, like which muscle group I'm lagging in. I don't have a width in my upper body, I don't have a good muscle mass in my abs or my arms or my forearms and anything. But for most people, they don't have a goal physique. They're just going to the gym just to build up muscle mass. They wanted to get lean, they wanted to lose fat. But what I want you to do is have a goal physique in your mind. Maybe Google it, whatever you want. But the most attractive type of physique in a man is an X-frame physique, where you're having the V taper and you have a small waist and you have a strong muscular quads, making the X shape in your body. And this is very different from a general bodybuilder type of physique, which is not looking attractive at all. I never wanted to build a bodybuilder kind of physique and go and pose in the underwear on the stage. I just want to build this kind of physique. So you can take a screenshot of this picture or maybe some other picture, whatever you want, and have it on your wallpaper or maybe save it somewhere on the phone gallery or something. Make it your favorite photo and just look at this picture and compare it with your physique. Which muscle are you lagging in right now? Maybe your shoulder to waist ratio is not good enough and you're not matching this shoulder to waist ratio just because you not have enough width in your body. So you have to work more on the lats muscle, shoulder muscle. That will automatically make your face look smaller, and you keep constantly reminding yourself that I want this kind of physique, this kind of physique, and your mind naturally have to give you ideas that I have to work on this muscle. Number 7, don't change the exercise until you nailed it. When I was a beginner, I had these tendencies to change the exercises all the time and try different exercises, like some advanced exercises for my arms, for biceps and everything. And I never really stick to a single exercise in the first few years of my training. But after a lot of research, I found that most of the bodybuilders have gotten so much better results just because they were sticking to only simple basic exercises. Just like I've told you before that you have to follow only simple bench press and do that for the next 10 years, you have to only choose 2 simple movements for every single muscle group. Like for quads muscle, just choose only leg press or maybe squats and the leg extension and just completely nail it until the point that people are asking like, how can you do single leg extension by maxing out all of the weight? And when you can do that single leg extension maxing out all of the weight, your quads will naturally get bigger. So you don't have to change the exercises again and again after weeks or months. Just stick to only 2 simple movements for every single muscle group and just do that for years and years until you reach to the point like I have completely nailed it and I want different exercises to do. Number 8, rest 2-3 minutes in compound lifts. Resting in between your sets is so powerful, especially if your goal is to go heavier. I always take a lot of rest, especially in my leg days when I'm doing squats or maybe leg press, because my goal is to do only 2 sets and I'm going hard in that exercise, doing only 8 to 10 reps, maxing out the machine 300-400 kgs on leg press. So I might as well just take 2-3 minutes in between the sets so that I'm recovering properly, drinking enough water and going hard again. And you don't have to rush towards the next set because you're gonna do only 2 sets, so you might as well just take 2-3 minutes or maybe like 4-5 minutes of rest as well in the most compound like hard exercises. But in other isolation exercises, maybe like bicep curls or lateral raises or something, you can take only 1 minute of rest because those are smaller muscles and that can recover very fast compared to the bigger muscle group like the back muscles, quads and everything. Number 9, eat protein before touching anything else on your plate. So if you're following me from a long time, I follow a natural single ingredient diet where I'm eating only whole natural foods and I don't even take any supplements, creatine or any kind of things. But still I have this mindset of taking more protein in my diet because that's the most important macronutrient that is essential for muscle growth. So every time I'm eating like breakfast, lunch or dinner, the first thing that I'm touching is eggs and the chicken or maybe the cottage cheese, which has the most of the protein. Because I'm an Indian and in Indian diet there are a lot of like carbohydrates and everything, like in bread, chapati, rice, vegetables and the dal and everything. So that's why before eating anything I'm gonna complete my protein from the eggs and the chicken, and then after that I'm gonna fill up my stomach with the more carbohydrates thing like the dal and the chapati and the rice, vegetables and everything. And in this way you're gonna build up more muscle mass and less likely to get fat because you have not like ate more carbohydrates. You're completing your appetite just from the protein intake and just by eating like chicken steak and the eggs and everything. Number 10, lift with a psycho friend who is competent. So I always struggle with finding a friend who is actually like bigger than me or maybe having like same strength and have the same mindset as me, which is to go and lift heavy. But if you can find that kind of friend who wants to lift heavy, who wants to ego lift and everything, I bet you're gonna make more progress with that friend compared to if you're going alone and lifting alone. wrong, because he's gonna push you, he's gonna challenge you. Like whenever I'm going to the gym and whenever I'm like lifting with my gym buddy, like he still has like lower strength than me. They're lifting like maybe 25-30 kilograms on the chest press, but I'm like going like heavier, maybe like 100 kilograms on the Smith machine or anything, right? But still like they have like 60 to 70% of strength than me. So I'm still like challenging them, like let's see who can do more reps with this weight, and they're challenging me as well. Let's see who can bicep curls more, or let's see who can lateral raises more. And the gym becomes very fun experience as well when you lift with that friend and who's competent, who's actually pushing you, not like other ones who are lifting the same weights for years and years, doing the 3 sets of 12 and not even getting bigger. And whenever I've lifted with a friend who's exactly like me, I've always like increased my strength and jump up to heavy weights in a very short period of time. Number 11, don't train faster. There are some guys who are maybe going to the school or maybe a job or something, and they always ask me some question in the comment section as well, like I always train faster in the morning, is it good for me or not? So scientifically it is not good, because when you train faster, it is increasing your cortisol level, which is the opposite of testosterone, which is important for the growth of the muscles. And ideally you want to go and train harder in the gym when you already have like glycogen in your body, in your muscles, and when you're fueled up with the carbs and the energy and everything, right? But when you're waking up empty stomach, you don't have anything in your body, like you don't have any fuel, and then you go and train hard, you're not gonna feel any pump in your muscles. So ideally you don't want to train faster. You can do some empty stomach cardio, which is ideal for fat loss or anything, but for growing muscles and for hypertrophy, you can't really push hard if you don't have any fuel in your body. So you might as well just take a little bit of carbs or like maybe fruits or something, just maybe 1 or 2 hours before your training, so that you have at least like good amount of fuel in your body and glycogen in your muscles in order to push hard. Number 12, don't eat fats before training. So fats like maybe fish or some other things like cottage cheese or cheese or something, they take a lot of time to digest in compared to other like carbohydrates and the protein. So you don't want your body to digesting the food when you're training and when you're lifting weights. So that's why when you're going to the gym in the evening, maybe like 4 or 5 p.m, just like me, you don't want to eat fats in the lunch time. You can take your fats in the dinner time, maybe in the breakfast or something, but don't eat fats before your training, because you will not feel good in your training. And you probably have experienced this a lot. When you eat a high fat meal just before your training, you get more hiccups while you're training, your stomach is not feeling good and you can't really focus and everything. So that's why just don't eat fats before your training. Number 13, eat 60% of your protein and carbs before training. So I don't really count my calories because I'm only eating like whole natural foods, but still I have an idea like how much protein I'm taking, and I've tested a lot of things with my protein intake. I've taken more protein in my breakfast, in the lunchtime, in the dinner time, and I found that whenever I'm taking more protein before my training, maybe in the breakfast, in the lunchtime, most of my protein, like 60-70% of my protein, what it does is my body has already digested that protein and it gets into my body into the form of amino acids. So when I'm training and I'm pushing hard, my body is producing more testosterone, like growth hormones, and it has already started the muscle protein synthesis. So I will get more benefit of that amino acids, that protein that I've taken in the lunchtime, and I will gain more muscle mass faster. But in the opposite of that, if you go and train hard without even taking enough protein, maybe 10-20% of your protein, and you're taking most of your protein in the dinner time after your training, you're not getting enough benefits of that growth hormone boost, because it takes a lot of time for your body to digest that protein, and by the time that protein has digested, the muscle protein synthesis and that hormone boost is gone. So you want to have that pre-digested protein in your body when you're training. So yeah, take more protein in the lunchtime if you're going to the gym in the evening time, maybe 4-5 p.m, and you will see the benefits of it. Number 14, eat fruits before workout. Personally, I've already told you that I don't take any supplements or anything, and I don't even take any creatine. So I take more of the simple carbohydrates that instantly get into my body and give me more glucose and get into my bloodstream and give me more pump and energy in my workout as well. So I eat some seasonal fruit, maybe banana or some apple or something, just before my workout, so that it gives me more energy in my workout. And you can eat maybe sweet potato or potato or something before your workout as well. That will also give you some carbohydrates as well and give you more energy and pump in your workout. Number 15, judge your progress monthly, not not daily. So there are only two pillars that you can judge your progress with. There is your strength and your weight. And for me personally, I don't want to get too much bigger like a bodybuilder, but I want to have like symmetry in my body. I still want to get bigger, but in a symmetrical way, like in a attractive and aesthetic way. So weight scale doesn't really give too much justice for me, because the weights can go up and down sometimes based on the water intake and the food I'm eating and everything. I don't really check my weight too much, but I always judge my progress based on my strength. If my lifts are going up on the monthly basis, I'm making progress. If I was lifting 35 kilograms in the previous month on the incline dumbbell bench press, and now I'm lifting 40 or 45 kilograms of dumbbell, I have made some progress, and I've probably made some muscle mass in my chest area as well. And there is also another thing that you can judge your progress with based on what I've told you before, by comparing your physique to your goal physique as well. And this is what I do most of the time, by comparing my goal physique to my current physique. And you don't have to rush towards it, because it takes a lot of time. It takes years and years to build certain kind of physique and to also increase your strength in the certain lifts as well. So don't be impatient enough and checking your scale all the time every day. I haven't even checked the weight in the last 3 months. Most of the time I just check my strength and I try to lift up heavy weights. That's it. Number 16, don't let yourself get extremely hungry. If your goal is to get bigger, build up more muscle mass, your body will literally tell you how much you want to eat. And that's why I just don't track my calories at all, because on some days I want to eat more and on some days I want to eat less. But the most important thing in terms of building up muscle mass, that you want to eat more. Don't let yourself get more hungry. Sometimes maybe you're working on something, maybe a work task or something, and suddenly you get more hungry. And if you are in a meeting or something, of course, just wait for a little bit, maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour or something, not to the point when you get to the extremely hungry. Don't starve yourself throughout 4 5 hours, 6 hours, and then you're giving your body fuel, because your body actually needs that protein, that food. That's why it is giving you signal that give me more protein, give me more food. And if you don't give your body that food at that time, your body will start breaking down the muscles that it has already built and get more fuel from those muscles instead. So you might as well just eat as much as you want, and whenever your body is giving you signal, just go and eat something. And of course, don't eat some processed or junk food or bad things. Eat only whole natural foods and take more protein from the animal sources, like the dairy products as well. That will give you more protein which are coming from natural sources. The last and number 17 is drink loads of water. Your muscles are 90% made up of water, and as you go and train hard in the gym, you eat more, your body will naturally give you thirst signals. And just like I've told you before, don't get extremely hungry, don't get extremely thirsty as well. Drink loads of water, because your muscles are actually not the muscles only, your muscles are holding up the water. And when you eat more carbs as well, carbs will let you pull more water in your muscles. So that's why you have to drink loads of water. That will also help you in training hard, getting the better pump in your workouts. And you don't even have to track anything in the water as well. Just drink loads of water, as much as you want. Have a water bottle with you, maybe 2 liters of water, and sip it throughout your day. Sipping the water throughout a day is a better strategy than chugging the water 3-4 times in a day. Drink loads of water throughout the day, and that will help you also build up more muscle mass. So those are the 17 things that I've implemented throughout the last 8 years of my lifting journey, and I'm still implementing all of these, and these are still helping me to build up more muscle mass. So yeah, go ahead and implement all of these strategies in your daily routine, in your workout and your diet and everything, and you will see yourself putting up more muscle mass in the next few weeks. So this is all in this video, and if you want my personal help in building an aesthetic body and getting jacked, then check out the top link in the description. That's my online fitness community, where I'll teach you step by step how to build up more muscle mass, how to lose fat and get more leaner as well. So go ahead and check out the top link in the description. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and leave a like, and also write down a comment, and come back after a few weeks and tell me how it went for you after implementing these tips, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.